Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hot OMS, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings, where I will interview some of my closest friends after they turn 50. Today's guest is a member of the OMS Council, as a founding father of OMS, having been to every OMS since the first one back in 2011. He's taken orders at McDonald's, given orders in the Army, but today he has just one order to follow: eat 10 progressively hotter wings. Welcome, Chris Pagano.
Thank you very much. Thank you for setting this up, Mike. It's a really great idea. Very cool.
How well do you handle spicy foods?
I like spicy foods. I would say okay, not great. So this is probably going to get painful from the research that I've conducted.
And do you think your Army training will help you get through this challenge?
No. What I would say... our go-to was just, there was a little thing of Tabasco sauce in the MREs, which made them a lot more edible than without the Tabasco sauce, but that was generally the hottest stuff we got was Tabasco.
All right, so the twist with Hot OMS compared to Hot Ones is that we have these lifelines inspired by Uno. The first one is a reverse card. Take that.
Okay.
If you use your reverse card, you still have to answer the question, but I have to answer it first.
Ooh.
One catch is if a previous guest has used it on that question, you're just going to lose the card. So just be aware of that.
What?
All right. Wild card, you get to ask me a question. You can play that whenever you want. And a skip. But once you use your skip, you lose the rest of your lifelines. So you got to be strategic.
So if I use my skip, I lose the wild and I lose the reverse.
Yeah.
Oh. Gotcha. Well,
All right.
hey,
So.
there's a lot of consequences involved.
So you're going to be eating from your right to left. Now I ran out of space here, so you'll be going right to left again after you get to that bottom row wing.
So
okay?
like that and then like that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you ready for the first wing?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. So this is the Hot Ones original buffalo sauce. That's 1,800 Scoville units. Wow, you really got down to the bone quickly there.
Well, we played golf all day. I'm hungry and these are yummy. Good job on the wings.
One wing down, but here comes the first question.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
All right, so you were in the ROTC at Rutgers University and went on to serve our country as an officer in the U.S. Army. What did you enjoy most about being in the Army?
Couple different answers. I would say the biggest takeaway that I had was being on a team and serving with really good people, and like being able to trust somebody like that and seeing what people would do for other people, and especially like it's one thing if it's your buddy, but then like you get called to go help out some other company that's on the some other place, and you have to drive over there and you don't know who they are, and then you watch people risking their lives to help just some other soldier that needs help. So that part was very cool. I'd say like seeing humans at their best and caring for other people. I'd say adventure-wise, I got to do like a lot of really cool shit that you don't get to do normally. So like I got to jump out of airplanes, I shot missiles and rockets, I got to fly a plane, I drove a tank up a rock mountain, So that was just kind of fun stuff. And then I'd say, like, as a person, I got to you get commissioned as second lieutenant. You go train for a year in Georgia, and they teach you how to be an infantry officer. You get done with that, you're like 23 years old, and they give you 35 soldiers, and you're in charge. And you see your captain in the morning at like 5:30, and then you see him again like at 6 p.m. So the other part was like getting adult responsibility like very early. So I'd say those three things.
All right. You couldn't do just one.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
I'll limit it in the future.
All right. You didn't know I was going to be coming after with the hard-hitting questions,
I
did you?
didn't, man. But I figured you'd have some shit prepared.
All right. Are you ready for the next wing?
Yes, let's go. What's
All
this
right.
one?
So the next wing is from Samsa House. It's called Smokey J.
It's my kind of wing.
This one is, let's see. It features cherry wood smoked jalapenos, agave, and a nice touch of cumin.
Okay. I like all
So-
those things.
Let's hit it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. "2025 will be the 15th edition of OMS, Old Man Summer, our annual guys' weekend at Eagle Lake in Ticonderoga, New York. What is your oldest memory of each OMS participant? Not at OMS, but like when they entered your life."
Okay. For you and Tony, it was the same, but it's like not when we started hanging out. I remember you guys from Little League Baseball, but we went to different middle schools, and then Little League Baseball is, I think, the first time I met you guys, and then Shamrocks is like when we became friends. So that's you guys. So Mike, I think that's like a year or two probably after you moved to Edison or something like
Yeah.
that. And then Tony probably, Little League probably I would think at elementary school or something like that. Mark, I think is football. Like he didn't play Pop Warner, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so it was probably freshman year of football when he went out. We went to different middle schools. Shalom was next. That was his freshman year. Well, same thing. I knew Shalom from Little League Baseball. When he moved, me, Mike, Tony, and Shalom all caught. And then Dustin when he came to the wrestling team. So I think that was sophomore or junior year in high school.
All right. Our next one is Funky's Stellar Fuzz. Okay.
Is this where it starts turning south?
I wouldn't. No, I don't think so. And if you want to hear about the background of this one,
Bring it.
it contrasts the fruitiness of habanero peppers with savory garlic, and then complements this combo with apple cider vinegar and ginger.
It sounds nice, but I've never described habanero peppers as fruity.
Wow.
The fruitiness of habanero.
Let's see how it goes.
Just a bite and see what I think. Hot, not bad.
If you could invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, to OMS, who would you invite?
First, I gotta go with Jesus.
Jesus. All right.
I want to know what's up.
Okay.
2, there's like a lot of good ones. 2, I would go with I think like my military hero, General Patton.
Okay.
There's a lot of shit I'd want to talk to him about. And then the last person, I want to say Mariano Rivera, because that's my favorite athlete. But I'm probably going to say Jeter, because if I would have to say like who would be more fun to hang out with for OMS, it would probably be Jeter.
Right.
So I'm going to say Jeter.
Okay. All right. I'll see what I can do.
That'd be a big get.
All right.
2 of those guys are dead, so you only have to work on Jeter.
Okay. Okay. That's where I'll focus. All right. Are you ready for number 4?
Bring it.
Now we're heading over to Los Calientes Verde.
This is where it gets stupid.
And I haven't been reading off all the Scoville units, so we started out at 1,800, like I said. Second one was 6,000. Then we went to 19,000. This one's taking us up to 36,000 Scoville units.
So we're doubling it up?
Just about doubling it up for Los Calientes
All right.
Verde. You're 50 years old.
I am.
If you could go back in time and live 1 week in any year of your life again, what year would you choose?
Shit. Yeah, there's a couple good ones. Honeymoon in Tahiti with my wife was pretty great. The first week with each kid is pretty great. The summer I had, like, there was a pretty awesome week that I had in Germany when I was studying there.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, if I had to pick 1 week,
You get 1 year.
I get 1 year.
Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah,
It's 1 week in any year of your life.
If I had to pick 1 week to relive, when our family trip to Hawaii, when we went to Maui, that was a really good week.
Cool. Alrighty. 4 wings down.
I'm waiting for tough questions so I can reverse it on you. Come on.
Okay.
What's the wild do again?
You just get to ask me a question.
Oh, okay. That's what I wrote.
Alright. So this next one is, we start to get to them being less and less enjoyable. And this one, I'm going to tell you, I don't like it, but you might. This is going to be queso sin queso, taking us up to 52,000 Scoville units. This one is, it mimics the spicy umami goodness of queso, but without cheese. So,
This is what Tony was talking about.
yeah, I don't love it. I thought about replacing it with another one from slot 5 from a different season of the show, but just sucking it up and going for it. So,
Okay.
you might like it though, because you're more of a cheese guy.
I guess.
So, cheers.
I don't know.
I do not like the taste of that one.
No. I mean, it's hot,
Yeah,
but I don't like the taste.
agreed. Tastes like feet.
Yeah. Sure.
I am not a fan of that one. All right.
What do you got?
You are the only member of the OMS crew that is the father to both a boy and a girl so far. Do you think it's harder to raise a boy or a girl these days?
I would say it's different. I'm very blessed that I got to have one of each, it's a much different experience, and I have different relationships with both of them. Ryan will listen to me a lot more, and I would say like we're more alike mentally. And then my daughter has a lot of my personality more than Ryan, but then is a lot more stubborn and a teenage girl and all that. And that's a different thing. So I would... my wife and I have talked about this, like how it's different with the different kids. But I would just say like it's really great that like Ryan and I have a lot of things that like we share and we do together, and they're very like boy, son, and dad things. And then like my daughter and I have these same type of things that are very me and her. And like I used to cuddle on the couch with Ryan when he was 5. Like we don't do that anymore. Like, we sit on the couch now. Like but like Danny and I will watch a movie and she'll like still have her head on my shoulder or like be sitting on top of me or whatever. So I would just say they're both great, but they're different experiences as far as which one's harder. I think it depends on your kids.
True.
Like more so than what gender they are.
It's pretty crazy that out of 6 of us, you're the only one that has at least one of each. Everybody else is, you know, Dustin's got 3 boys, Tony's 3 girls, Sean has 2 boys, Mark has 2 boys, I have 2 boys.
All right, I'm gonna use. It's not a wild.
Bring it.
Because I've never asked you this. Did you and Renee ever talk about having more kids?
Where's my skip?
to try to get a girl?
Not to try to get a girl, but Renee was one of 3, whereas I was one of 2. So I think she wanted 3, whether it was a girl or not. I'm sure she wanted a girl anyway, but we never talked about let's have...
That wasn't the reason.
Another, like, yeah, because obviously if you have a third and you end up having a third boy or a third girl, like
2 of our friends.
Yeah, you know, it's not, you're not going to be any less happy about it. But yeah, she would not have minded having a third child, regardless of gender. Just like she'd like to have 2 dogs, which I'm like, 1 dog at a time is plenty. Because when you go on vacation, you got 2 dogs to board. Whenever you go out, anyway, it just complicates things. But as far as the kid thing go.
So you should have stopped at 1 kid, man.
I was kind of, no, we
It complicates it.
definitely needed 2 kids, but 3 just felt like it was going to be a lot, and then I was going to have to work longer and all that kind of stuff. And I was kind of good with 2. Yeah.
I'm with you. We're good with 2.
Yeah. All right. We are halfway done.
One of my cards is used.
How are you? Oh, you should give it back to me. Actually, that's how we control this. How are you feeling about?
So far, this is easy, but these aren't the hard wings.
Are you feeling any effects so far from the wings?
I have a little tingling in my tongue and lips.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah. So this is what
now it gets stupid.
What happened to me in the past is that I start to get a very sweaty upper lip. So I feel like that's coming on a little bit after that last one, because the last one is the first one where you take that first bite and you get the heat right
Hello
away.
there.
Yeah.
You ready?
All right. Yeah, so we're going on to number 6, right?
Where are we at?
Number 6 is going to take us up to 73,000 Scoville units with Bourbon Maple Reaper.
I do like bourbon.
Well, let's see if you like Bourbon Maple Reaper.
Come on. There it is. Just wait for it.
Yeah.
That one you can start to feel.
Yeah. And then then it starts to get into your saliva and you swallow it and you kind of get like this. You spread the hotness.
That was the first one I felt.
Right. And you said that was number 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's all right. Only 3 more. 4 more.
4 more. Yeah. All right. What are 3 goals you have for the next 10 years?
Ooh. I'd say the first one is to spend or prioritize my health and fitness more. So I'd say the biggest goal would just to be in better shape and be healthier, and eat well and everything that encompasses that, but make that with something I do, it needs to be a bigger priority and I need to make more time kind of thing. So that's one of my goals. I'd say my work goal is to do my job so that it leads to a successful exit, IPO, acquisition for my company. And I'd say that's we're planning for that in 2028. So, and like things are going that way. So that one's going in the right direction. And then the other big thing that I'd say is like kicking off now was like both of the kids' education done, paid for, and them doing the next thing. Like whatever the next thing in their life is, them moving on to the whatever's after they graduate from school phase.
Yeah. Big 10 years come out.
Yes, sir.
For all of us. All right. How's your mouth feeling?
That was the first hot one. So like that one I felt, and it hit you not like it was delayed. Like I would say a few seconds in, and then you're like, oh, hello there. But the flavor was decent. Like I liked the flavor, and then you got hit with the heat. So I'd say that was the first one where I'm like, it begins.
Yeah, the flavor was decent. I thought about going in for another bite, but then I was like, no.
Exactly.
If you would have done it, I would have. Because
I thought about it, and then I said, why don't I give this a couple seconds? And then the heat kicked in, and I'm like, that was a good pass.
All right, are you ready for the forbidden fruit?
No, tell me what we're getting ourselves into.
The forbidden fruit is going to crank us up to 124,000 Scoville units.
Of course it is.
All right, it's a special mix of peppers fermenting for months.
Just to burn my face off?
Just to burn your face
This guy
off.
right here, right?
Yeah, the last one on the bottom row.
It smells hot.
Yeah.
Not bad. I think. Oh, it's getting hotter still. It's hot, and still getting hotter.
Yeah. Now I'll say you've been hitting the water a lot, which is fine, but they do say that the water kind of just spreads. I think it's called capsaicin or something like that. That's the hotness in the peppers. Whereas milk actually counteracts it. There's something about the fat in the milk.
I'm not going to the milk until I need the milk.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you understood what each thing purpose was.
Spread that fire around.
Yeah, because that's what the water's basically doing.
I think that's really hot. I think the one beforehand scorched my mouth a little bit because I was waiting for it and I could feel the heat coming, but it didn't feel as hot. I think because I was recently assaulted.
Maybe that could be it. All right. So 2025 is going to be the 15th incarnation of OMS. What are your top 3 OMS memories?
Okay, top 3 OMS moments. I don't know. There's one that's like multiple, but I would just say like cliff jumping. Multiple different sites and times, but those are memorable to me. Shit. I mean, this is tough to boil down to 3.
It is.
Not one of my favorite moments, but most memorable. If we're saying most
top
memorable,
top OMS memories is what it was.
Yeah. Then almost getting sunk on Lake Jordan has to be in our top 3.
Yeah, that's batting 1,000 with that one being in everybody's top 3.
And shit. I would say for me, that one, the one hike where we're looking down, like it was at my 50-year-old birthday party collage.
Right. Gooseneck?
Yeah.
The panorama.
Yeah, that was, like, that's something I always remember.
So yeah, agree. That was a memorable one. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. All right, 7 wings down. That brings us to number 8. Number 8 is the bomb beyond insanity.
This is where it gets.
The Scoville units don't crank up that much compared to what we'll do after that. It takes us up to 135,000, whereas we just did 124,000.
Okay.
So yeah, we're up.
It's only slightly stupid.
Yeah. So are you ready for the bomb?
Let's make it happen.
All right.
That's all. Oh, the beef.
You did. Ah, gross. Oh boy. You're handling it better than me. All right. So Chris, you've had a successful career as a salesman for various medical device companies. You just ate the bomb. Sell that wing to our audience right now.
You should not eat that wing. There's no good reason to eat that wing. The only way... Oh, I didn't know. That one was tears. I ate way too much of that.
Come on, you gotta sell that wing. Make our audience want to try that wing. Careful around the eyes.
Yeah. Sell me this pen.
That was the inspiration.
There you go. Oh, the water made it worse. Honestly, the only way I could sell that sauce for wings would be to say if you wanted to do this show or if you wanted to horrify friends and family, or you are like a 10 out of 10 of food hotness people. Those are the only... Oh,
I told you to be careful around the eyes. Oh, there's fresh napkins. You can throw that one on the floor. That way it's contaminated, don't touch it again.
Oh, that was dumb.
Oh, man. I don't remember it being this bad.
Oh, fuck. I gotta wash my eyes, dude. Like, not kidding.
Hey Zach, can you give me a wet paper towel?
Yeah, that might work. Yeah. Yeah, you warned me.
It's hard. You naturally go to your eyes. Like I've done it as well. It's just that I've been lucky enough not to hit a spot on the napkin that here comes the paper towel. Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe use it on your fingers a bit here.
Yeah, that's wise. I didn't even think it was on my hand.
Yeah. How you doing?
Not great.
Whew. Man, we will look back on this with fond memories.
Yeah. It's like when I got gassed. It's like CS riot gas. It's good times.
So maybe your army training has
actually that's where it paid off. But it also, I got real sensitive eyes, so I'd usually be like out of commission for like 2-3 hours after the gas treatment.
There was, I think it might have been Terry Crews I was watching, I think last night on the hotline.
Did the same shit?
He didn't touch his eyes, but he couldn't keep them open. They were kind of watering and crying. How you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to open my eyes for a minute, dude.
Okay. Same thing happened to Terry Crews.
All right.
Oh man, I'm sorry that happened.
Oh, fuck balls. Yeah, it's hotter in your eye.
Oh man. Well, I still have some more episodes to shoot, so hopefully I never quite feel what you're feeling, but I do worry about like when I go to take out my contacts if I haven't wiped my hands enough. So that's something.
No. Yeah, I'll keep rolling. I just can't see.
Okay.
I'm one-eyed.
Will you be able to locate your next wing?
Yeah.
The next one is called Matasanos, and that takes us up to 680,000 Scoville units. Now, the Scoville units go up exponentially here, but typically after number 8, the bomb, things start to come down a little bit, even though the Scoville units go up.
Okay.
So if you want to reach for that middle wing in the top row, we'll jump on to number 9 and hopefully get you some medical attention after that.
Okay, this one?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like compared to the eye, nothing. Like seriously, that might be the hack. Kinda hot.
So that's your advice for future.
Definitely.
Put them in your eyes early on, and nothing's gonna.
You won't give a shit. Yeah, whatever. That was hot.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's gonna take me probably like a couple hours before I can go home.
All right. Well, you're welcome to stay here.
Okay.
All right. If your 25-year-old self suddenly appeared next to you right now, what would you say to him aside from stock and gambling advice?
I would say trust and keep your closest friends and family tight to you and keep grinding. Just keep working hard.
That's better than
It's hard to
my first guest, Tony. His was something like when I asked him that same question. This isn't the exact word, but he was like unagi. And I think that actual word is from Friends, I think. But so whatever the Japanese word he used was, I was very surprised. He went on to explain what he meant by it and what it means, but...
What? Unagi?
You'll have to ask him about it afterwards.
Oh.
He'll explain it to you. All right.
Yeah.
9 wings down. We are down to the final wing. One more bite. One more question.
Oh, my sweatshirt's clean. I can do this.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
No!
Oh.
Not ready. Not ready for that. Okay, you were saying?
All right, you ready for the last bite?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't use my reverse.
You didn't use your reverse yet.
Now I have to use it.
You might get a chance, and it's okay if you didn't use your skip.
I don't need the skip.
Exactly. All right, you ready for that? Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot. I would have been so ashamed of myself if I had forgotten to do that. It is tradition around here, Chris, for the last wing, to put a little bit extra on it. We call it the last dab.
Okay.
And the sauce we happen to be using is the last dab experience. Now, you don't have to do it. It is optional. But I haven't ever seen anybody on any episode of Hot Ones tap out and not do it. That said, be very careful when it's coming out. It might come out fast.
Dude, I can't see.
And you really?
You can put a little dab.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Please.
You just got to make sure that you eat the dab. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose. All right. So you see that little dot there? You probably don't. It's right. It's right on the tip there.
I got it.
And I can't believe I almost forgot about the last dab. I'm glad that I caught myself. So, Chris, before we jump into the last dab, I just want to let you know the last dab experience has got a 2.693 million Scoville units. It's basically made of pure pepper X, which is a genetically engineered pepper.
Of course it is.
But that said, you've had the bomb. You've had Matasanos. You got one more wing or one more bite, and you'll be at the top of the mountain. Right. You'll be at the top of Potter Mountain. You'll be ready to take another panorama.
Let's go.
All right.
Hopefully this one doesn't blind me.
Locate the wing. It's on the top row. There you go. You got it. And then just bite down on that dot.
Oh, right on my fucking tongue.
Woo! That doesn't taste good.
Oh! The eye trick is money. Oh, it just hit me in the back of my throat.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Chris, what was your favorite unsponsored field trip we went on in high school?
Cutting school and going to Point Pleasant was really cool. We did it. I'd say probably the best day. We cut school one day and went to New York City. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. We went to the Twin Towers. We went to Wonders of the World.
That's probably my favorite one. Was when we went to New York City.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. We went. We did Six Flags a few times, the beach a bunch, but Manhattan was the coolest one.
And I'm gonna force you to use your reverse card so that I can answer it too. So hand
me
me that reverse card right in front of you.
That one?
Yeah, there you go. All right, now I've got the reverse card so I can answer. So yeah, New York was a good one as well. So that's definitely up there. And Six Flags was fun as well. Beach was good. I'm gonna go with Action Park though.
Oh!
Action Park, especially, it's even more famous now than it was back in the day.
Oh, very historic now.
Exactly, and I remember when we were there, they had like an American Gladiator course, and I remember doing that. That was a good one. For some reason, I think Shalom and Jared might have come to that one with us.
That sounds right.
But yeah, we made the most of our days out of school, unexcused, which it's not even possible for kids to do these days. Like, you get a text as soon as they get to school, so like, you know where they are, they can't do things.
My kids cut on like Ryan cut on senior cut day.
Right, exactly, but it's happening.
Right.
All right, Chris, that was wing number 10. You might not be able to see, but you have conquered all 10 wings. There's nothing left to do but to roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. What do you have to say to the tens of viewers watching this video?
Yeah. Besides the fact that I'm blind, it was fantastic.
Oh man.
Thank you, Mike, for setting this up. It was a really good, funny idea. I probably shouldn't have put the bomb in my eye. I would say my experience turned south after that. But it is a good technique to fire a higher priority pain receptor to turn off other pain receptors. So that was a good trick. Not intended. But thank you, Mike. I'm going to go wash my face.
All right, congratulations.